Hello everyone and welcome to another video. I saw that I had a number of requests for watching the announcement of the King and the Warlord trailer. I haven't gotten to watch it on my PC. I've only watched it on my phone, which I was able to listen to it, but I wasn't able to really sit down and just enjoy it. So we're going to watch it and we're going to talk about it during, and then after this I'm probably going to go record my video on the Steam page because those seem to do really well. So with that, let's go ahead and get started with this video. And this is going to... Oh my god, that's really loud. Okay, there we go.
Karak 8 Peaks.
Gorgeous.
Queen of the Silver Depths.
Absolutely gorgeous map. Can't wait to play on that map. That's
What
gonna be really
riches lie beneath the mountain?
There's the symbol for the ancestor gods. Also looks like a fantastic map. I hope that's a new underlay. Oh yes.
Few living remember its glory.
Fucking love Belagar.
But the dwarfs,
Those blue and red colors are just amazing looking on dwarves.
a warrior king returns to take his ancestral throne from a cruel and cunning warlord,
Scarsnick.
hitherto unchallenged.
And Gobla. That hat is so fucking over the top. I love it. It's so
What
goofy.
fate awaits them?
Hey, we
in
got
the
greenskins and glowing eyes
darkness?
finally. Squigabas! Unit that absolutely sucks at this stuff. Bolters, I hope those are actually good. Nasty Skulkers. Okay, so they're an actual unit. That's an upgrade. Rangers! Love it. Get him! That Goblin War Boss, who looks fantastic. Warlord! My favorite. I love the Anvil of Doom being in Squigherds. Nice. Nice. And of course, I always love this. These cinematic shots are so good.
The king and the warlord.
It looks so good. It looks so good. I think these Lord packs are definitely the strongest part of the DLC. You know what? Since we're already here, let's go ahead and do this video too. I'm probably going to turn down the volume just a bit so I can talk over it. But let's go ahead and watch it since we're already here. This is the Let's Play of Belagar Ironhammer's Shield of Defiance quest, which will be pretty fun. Go on, listen to the
Hello
speech.
everybody, Darren here from the community team, and
Okay,
I'm
when
pleased to
Darren
introduce
stops
you
talking.
a brand new
No offense,
Quest
Darren.
Battle Let's Play from
But
Belagar
this looks like
Ironhammer
another one of the
Clan
new maps, which I really hope we're getting like a cluster of 8 peak maps, like multiple underway maps for quest battles, and like 1 or 2. Whoop.
Today we kill Urks. Today is vengeance. Even now a throng from Karakazal approaches the green filth from the rear. We are honored to drain the orcs from the front. Let them face our might. Let them see what Darwi of the Angron clan are made of.
Right, so let's take a look at some of the new units that we have
Okay,
at our
thanks,
disposal.
Darren.
So we've got...
Alright, so, oh yeah, the Bolt Throwers. I'm so happy Bolt Throwers are in. Definitely, it's nice to have the precursor of the Bolt Thrower skeleton, or at least the mechanics of it, so that elves will probably be an easier feature to implement. Also, we've got the new Dwarf Rangers, which, I actually misunderstood when I first saw them. When I saw them on the Steam page, which I'm glad I watched this video for, I made that video, I thought it was going to be Dwarf Rangers with crossbows, and then Dwarf Rangers with crossbows and great weapons, and then Bugman's Rangers. But what it actually is that the Great Rangers have throwing axes, which look fucking amazing, and look like they're a really powerful short-range weapon that has a really good arc to it. You figure throwing axes would just go like straight forward and be kind of like guns in that sense. Nope, they're most certainly not. I wish there was a way I could like silence Darren's voice. but keep all the in-game. And then, of course, there's Karakazul. One thing I'm really glad they're doing with this DLC is building up a lot that relationship between Clan Angrund and Karakazul, because the two of them actually have a really close relationship in the lore, because Thoric was one of the major... Thoric probably did the most work to get Belegar back into Karak 8 Peaks. So it's really cool to see him being such a crucial part of it. Too bad they didn't have... You figured this fight they would have been like, let's show off all the new units, but they don't have Bugman's Rangers. Because I really want to know... Oh wait, no, they're right there. I'm stupid. Never mind. I'm stupid. Don't listen to me. I'm curious what their drinking ability does. Or like their... Because they have like Bugman's Ale, which gives them a special... It says on the Steam page too that it gives them like a special combat bonus. Kind of wish he had hovered over that so we could see what it is, but it's not a big deal. That being said, I'm really excited to get to play a dwarf campaign again and for it to be fresh. It's almost kind of a disappointment. The funny thing about releasing this DLC is that it makes the Volkmar DLC look bad. The Grim and the Grave, you get like 2 new Legendary Lords, or 3 technically, new Legendary Lords, you know, 2 for the Vampire Counts, 1 for the humans, but they don't really add like a new faction or anything. It's just, hey, play through the same campaign, you just have new ways to do it. This is actually a totally new campaign, from what I understand on the Steam page, in that Clan Angrund and the Crooked Moon Night Goblins are 2 completely different factions, with their own starting locations and their own, like, everything. So, you know, if you play... So I like that a lot, because it also means that we're going to be seeing a lot of those legendary lords on the map. I kind of wish that's what the base game had been, but I can see how it get really out of hand. Because there are some lords who I don't really prefer in the regular factions, like having Kimmler with Sylvania instead of Musalin was kind of a, in my opinion. Like, he's not technically associated with either, but he's mainly a Bretonnian bad guy. He very rarely attacks the Empire, if ever. Like, I think his major assaults were in Bretonnia. For like 90% of them, he had a big invasion of Athel Loren, and Manfred convinced him to come help him out in the Border Princes. So like that's his area of influence. So I feel like Musalin would have been a much better pick for him. Which I heard the guy who worked on the starting locations mod, which I wish got a lot more attention and was more fleshed out than it is. I heard that he sort of fixed that. Their starting locations to make them more lore friendly, because like I feel like the alternative starting locations should be about lore, not that. And he's got Revenge Incarnate, which is so... I'm so happy to see that ability. That ability in tabletop is disgusting. Well, it's not... Okay, it's not that disgusting, but it's pretty good. I mean, it doubles his attacks. And considering he already has Always Strike First from his hammer, it makes him pretty scary if you don't have super high armor in tabletop. But he's gonna chase him off. Yeah, super excited for Belegar. All the new units look really good. This quest battle looks fun. I've been enjoying the quest battles for the new characters a lot. I actually just finished recording the Volkmar episode, if you watch that, and I actually got my ass kicked on the Staff of Command quest battle, because I did not realize that if you don't kill the enemy general fast enough, you basically are guaranteed to lose the fight. I didn't realize that. So look at the arc on those throwing axes. Isn't that crazy? And it looks like they almost have a small AoE impact. So it looks really good. I'm hoping Fanatics have gotten buffed. I mean, you can't see any health bars because he's doing mostly cinematic shots. But God, I really hope they buff Fanatics, because I feel like Fanatics are going to be a major part of a Skarsnik army, considering you can't recruit orcs with them, which we'll talk about more in the video I have coming out after this one. But nonetheless, it'd be nice to see. But yeah, everything looks... Also, he doesn't have Blood and Gore running, which makes me sad face. But I love this DLC. Like, I think this DLC is going to be disgustingly good. for the new content. It's like Volkmar and Gorst was a good DLC and worth its price. I think this DLC being $7 if you pre-order it is like just stupid value. Like if you don't get it, you're dumb. If you enjoy this game. If you don't enjoy this game, then obviously if you get it, would make sense. Or don't get it, that would make sense. But if you like enjoy Total War Warhammer and are like, I don't really want to get this DLC, I don't think it's good value, I'm sorry, you're an idiot. This is stupidly good value. All the new units, new maps, like all the things we had with Volkmar, but just the fact that they're different factions and have different starting locations, and the rules for how their campaign works are dramatically different from the regular faction, in that Belegar has the increased upkeep cost and Skarsnet can't get orc units. That's going to make for a wildly different campaign, and also much more difficult. Both of them are probably going to be harder than their regular counterparts. Squeakhoppers look fantastic. That unit is so goofy looking. Their models are goofy looking. They're ugly, primarily, but they're also goofy. They're a little out of date for my taste. Always glad to see more cav options for the greenskins. And then there are the traditional squigs, which people are probably throwing their money at their screen as hard as they can and just despairing that nothing is happening.
So you'd want to watch out for the ones that don't have the riders on top. They're especially difficult to beat.
Yeah, it's interesting to note that you unlock the green. Squigs unlock at the same time. You get one building at tier 3. Oh, here, if you watch down here on the right, where my mouse is circling, where is he? Ah, it's not. Okay, one of these clips, it shows the dwarves fighting the squigs, and a dwarf gets eaten by squigs, and it's like, oh god, they put the eating animation in. Which is so amazing. Oh, it's right. It's right. Where is he? Where is it? Right. I know it's about to come up. I don't know. It's on Reddit. You can look up the GIF of it. I don't want to make this video super long, so I'm gonna stop as soon as this video is over, so I can go record the Steam one, because that's gonna take probably an hour, knowing me.
But Belegar's on full health. He's doing awesome, so we don't have anything to worry about really.
But I like, this game is doing so well. I really hope it's selling as well as it seems to be selling, and that CA is just raking in all the money, and I hope they're enjoying their work. Of course. I want this game to have a full, healthy life and to just be finished. I would give anything to make sure Warhammer is finished. And by finished, I mean, like, all 3 games in the trilogy come out, and all 3 of them have extensive DLC, and every race gets the respect and the roster that it deserves. Because with this DLC, the Dwarf roster is done. Like, I would like Dwarf Shieldbearer so that you have more options with your Dwarf Lords, but if we didn't get them, I'm not gonna, like, cry about it. I would like to have them, but I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. Oh look! Oh, yep. See, there he goes. There's the dwarf getting eaten. Isn't that terrifying? Like, that's nightmare material right there. I feel like I'm watching Attack on Titan. Except for if the Titans were small enough to fit into compact spaces.
It did take me a while just to kind of surround them. I thought they'd break a lot quicker than I thought.
But I think, like, the greenskin roster, of course, is getting a major flesh. Squigs are one of the most famous units of the greenskin roster. I always found it kind of weird that Night Goblins were in the base game, but they didn't have squigs. They kind of just go together like peas and pods. So happy that the Night Goblin roster is now finished. Well, it's not entirely finished. We still need Mangler squigs, which I'm kind of surprised are not in. You figure Mangler squigs would have been a pretty easy add, since they kind of would use the same mechanic as the regular Fanatics. But maybe not, I don't know, because the Mangler squigs are actually more of a unit that doesn't hide. It would almost have to be like you'd get 4 of them, or 3 of them, whatever, 2 of them, and they'd run together, and then once they got in range of an enemy, they start going crazy. But nonetheless, I think this is going to be an exceptional DLC. I love everything I'm seeing. It's so exciting. I almost took a little long for this one to get announced and to come out. Like, I was getting kind of worried. So I'm hoping that it's just due to all the recent crap that's been going on at CA with a lot of the community team leaving. I'm hoping that maybe caused a bump, and which is why this DLC took so long, and hopefully they're going to be not, because if you notice, they've been doing like a DLC every month, but every DLC has been getting progressively later every month. So hopefully there's not any problems with that in the future. The last thing I want is for CA to have problems. In any event, thanks for watching. I'm really excited for this DLC. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go record the Steam one now. So thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good day. Bye.